What is up guys, it's your boy Chocolate Cakes. We're gonna do another haircut tutorial. In this haircut tutorial I do like a mid fade with the sideburns kind of dark, and just want to let you guys know that I kind of deleted the first part where I just balled it out. I do a whole line all around the head, but I do show where I removed the stubble with the foil shaver. So like I said in the beginning of the video, I recorded the part where I did the line first across the head, but I accidentally deleted it. So I'm gonna just show you guys what I do after that, and that's really simple. You just do the whole line across the head and you just ball it out. But what I want you guys to learn from this is you guys can clearly see a line right there when I'm balding it out, and that's like another guideline. And try to leave like half an inch to an inch of space so you can go with the trimmers and knock a little bit from it and make the blend as smooth as possible. So starting the fade with no guard all the way open, we're gonna go up about half an inch. After that, we're gonna go with the 1.5 guard all the way open and remove bulk. For the bottom line that I said earlier, we're gonna take your 0 gap trimmers or whatever you have and try to knock the bottom line as good as possible. Continuing our fade, we're going to go halfway. As you guys can see, I just kind of measure it like halfway and just try to go up to the guideline you did earlier, and then after that we're gonna go all the way closed and try to knock the bottom line. So now that we're done going halfway, we're gonna go all the way closed, and there's a little faint line. What you wanna do is try to flick out and use your corners. You can use half of the blade, but just try to flick out. And just like that, the fade is already coming together. So now with the 1 guard all the way closed, we're gonna go up another half inch. So now, like we did before, we're gonna go halfway, but this time with our half guard, and we're just gonna go up to the second guideline we did, and then after that we're gonna go all the way closed. So now just close it all the way and try to use the corners and flick out any dark lines you see. Also remember to open and close as you go, just to make sure that the blend comes out nice and clean. So now we're gonna go with the 1.5 all the way closed and make another guideline, again half an inch. And if you guys were paying attention, all we're doing is going to a bigger guard, closing it, and then once you made the guideline, you're gonna go drop down to the guard below it and put it halfway, and then just closing it, trying to blend it as smooth as possible. I use these steps usually on all my cuts. Try these steps and you'll get good at it eventually. It's not gonna happen in a few days. It takes time to get used to it, especially if you're a beginner. And if you practice, you'll get better, and eventually you'll, you know, learn more. So right here I was pointing out some dark spots. You guys probably couldn't see it through the camera, but in person I could see the dark spot. And if, for example, if the number 1 guard all the way closed doesn't work, you can always drop down to a lower guard and open it all the way or halfway and try to use the corners For these little dark spots, always use the corners. You don't want to use the full blade or half blade, but try to use the corners and try to remove as much dark spots as you can. From the top area, like right here, I'm using the number 3 guard to remove bulk. What I'm doing here is to ensure making it easier for me for when I go to the next guard, like the half guard and then the 2 guard. So he did want a 8 on top. So right here, I'm using my cordless magic clips and I got the number 8 on it, and I'm gonna just pass it through the hair. What you wanna do is go against the grain, and then after that, just go across the head, you know, trying to get all the hair as possible so the cut can come out as smooth as possible. So, cause he was wearing a hat, what I'm doing here is wetting the hair, and then after that, I'm gonna just blow dry it, cause he had a beanie on. So I'm gonna just dampen it and blow dry it to make it puffy again. So back to fading. Right here, I'm using the 1.5 guard all the way open. I would use the number 2 closed, but I feel like this one makes it better. And I'm gonna just go up about 1/2 inch. After using it all the way open, I'm gonna drop down halfway. And then I'm gonna just go with the number 1 guard all the way open to knock the bottom line. Hopefully you guys are catching up, and I'm just right here again removing bulk with the number 3. I'm just doing this to make it easier for me to see the top of the corner. I'm just trying to remove as much bulk to make it easier for me to blend. And if you guys are keeping up, or if you're lost, well, sorry. That's what you gotta do for these type of haircuts. Now to go to the top of the head, I'm gonna go with the number 2 guard all the way open, and I'm gonna go basically to the top of the box. And after that, instead of closing it all the way to knock the bottom line, I'm gonna just go with the number 1.5 all the way open and flick out any lines. Once you're mostly done with the whole fade and everything, right now is the time to go back and change the guards up and just open and close, use the corners, and try to make the blend as smooth as possible. Right here I'm doing a little pre-lineup, which is just me outlining the side on the haircut. And what this does is lets me know when I'm doing the hairline to like not push them back. And as you guys can see with just me doing this, it's already looking good. And yeah, just once I'm done with that, I like to go over with the T outliners because they're more zero gap. And as you guys can see, I'm doing it slowly. So now all you have to do is repeat the same steps on the other side, and I'm gonna just speed this part up because I already did the other side, so yeah. So right here, what I'm going to do is scissors over comb. I do this so I can make the blend as smooth as possible. I know I say that all the time, but right here I'm using thinning shears, which to me just clears up a little bit of bulk. The littlest details matter to me to make the blend as good as possible. So yeah, that's how I'm doing. You can cut it better with like wet hair when you use scissors, but yeah, this is all I'm doing. I'm just taking out a little bit of hair and going over with it to make the blend perfect. So now it's time for the crucial part, which is the hairline part, because that's what puts everything together. And if you guys mess this part up, well, you just ruined the whole haircut. You just ruined the whole haircut. So right here, I'm gonna just comb the hair down. It's kind of wet, so that's why it comes down easy. Also, because he wore a beanie, so his hair is all flat. And also, what you guys want to do is apply some hairspray, some light holding hairspray. Make sure it's light, because if it's hard, it's not gonna be, you know, easy to cut. I'm gonna blow dry it, comb it down, and just line it up. Try not to push it back, and enjoy the video. So right here on the side part of his hair, it was kind of hard because his hair grew really weird that way. And that's like one thing you should know about cutting hair, that hair is not always going to be easy, or it's not always going to be hard. But right here, I did my best as I can right here not to push it back, because usually what barbers do is push it back and it comes out looking really pushed back. And when it grows out really ugly. So right here, the corner looks dipped down. I fixed that later on. But what I was worried about right here is the little hairs that couldn't, you know, be cut because of the way the hair grew. So I just did as best as I can. Remember, cutting hair is not always gonna be easy. So do the best you can and make the client feel comfortable about it. And the end result is gonna come out good. Right here, I'm applying shaving gel, and yeah, when you do this, be careful because a lot of people cut clients. It's not easy. Also, it takes practice. So yeah, that's one thing I like about shaving and razors, that it comes out really crisp, but also be careful with that, you know. Right here, I'm just brushing down and cutting the leftover hair that hangs out. When you're done, always go back, make sure the blend is nice. Anyways, that is the cut. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys learned something from it. And if you guys like this cut, please leave a like and comment what you guys thought about the cut. Well, that's it for the video. If you guys liked it or learned anything new, let me know down in the comments. And if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe down below. Stay tuned for more tutorials. So that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out. Peace.